Like 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Bill O'Reilly stuns fans with major announcement. This week, White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus was fired by President Donald Trump and replaced with former Secretary of Homeland Security and retired Marine General John Kelly. Now, Kelly has broken his silence to release a statement about his new job. "I have been fortunate to have served my country for more than 45 years, first as a Marine and then as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security," Kelly wrote, according to Politico. "I am honored to be asked to serve as the Chief of Staff to the President of the United States. To the tremendous men and women of DHS, I thank you for the opportunity to serve as your Secretary," he continued. "When I left the Marines, I never thought I would find as committed, as professional, as patriotic a group of individuals. I was wrong. You accomplish great things every day defending our nation, and I know your exceptional work will continue." This came after Trump praised Kelly on Friday for his tremendous service to the Department of Homeland Security. "He has been a true star of my administration," Trump said of Kelly on Twitter. Priebus had long been accused of being one of the leaks that have plagued President Trump's White House. Just before Priebus was fired, White House Communications Director Anthony Scarah Maasai accused him of being responsible for the illegal leak of his financial disclosure form. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Obama resurfaces and acts like he's still president with sick announcement. On Thursday, the GOP Obamacare repeal effort was shot down in Congress. Hours later, Barack Obama resurfaced to release a sickening statement about the situation that makes it seem like he thinks he's still the president. The Republican effort to repeal the Affordable Care Act failed last night in the early hours of the morning. Last night's vote served as the final kill shot to the 7-year Republican-led effort to repeal Obamacare, Obama spokesman Kevin Lewis said in a statement, according to Freedom Daily. "The Affordable Care Act has always been about something bigger than politics. It's about the character of our country. It's about the 20 million Americans and counting who've gained the security and peace of mind of health insurance, and the tens of millions more who benefited from upgrades like free preventative care, such as mammograms and vaccines, and improvements in the quality of care in hospitals that have averted more than 100,000 deaths so far. It's about the dreams protected, and the untold misery and ruin prevented. Today, it remains that way because of everyone who mobilized, organized and made their voices heard," he continued. "The Affordable Care Act has made America stronger and healthier, but there will always be more work to do. President Obama has always said we should build on this law, just as members of both parties worked together to improve Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid over the years. President Obama still believes that it is possible for Congress to demonstrate the necessary bipartisanship and political courage to keep delivering on the promise of quality, affordable health insurance for every American. It's disgusting that Obama felt the need to quote and release a statement that makes it seem like he still is in power. Share this story if you think Obama should keep his big mouth shut." Obama running war room 2 miles from White House, trying to destroy Trump. Barack Obama shocked everyone when he left the White House and moved just 2 miles away. Though he claimed he was staying in Washington, D.C. just so his daughter Sasha could finish high school there, it has now become clear that he was doing this for a very different reason. The Gateway pundit reported that political pollster and one-time aide to former President Bill Clinton Dick Morris dropped a bombshell on Thursday when he revealed that Obama and a group of aides have set up a secret war room tasked with stopping President Donald Trump and his agenda. The war room reportedly holds 2 conference calls daily to hash out media talking points, with a particular focus on health care. These calls are held at 8:30 a.m. EST and 9:45 a.m. and Kathleen Sebelius, former Health and Human Services head, and Andrew Slavitt, former head of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, are both active in the secret group. This isn't the first time details about this war room have leaked. 2 months ago, It was revealed that former Obama aide Valerie Jarrett moved in with the former first family to plot against the current administration. A source close to Obama said that the former president was originally reluctant to lead the resistance against Trump. No longer the most powerful man in the world, he was just observing Trump and not liking what he saw, said the source. He was weary and burned out after 8 years in office. But Valerie convinced him that he didn't have any choice if he wanted to save his legacy. And, as usual, he bowed to Valerie's political wisdom and advice. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Scarah Maasai breaks his silence, makes massive announcement one day after firing. President Donald Trump fired Anthony Scarah Maasai on Monday, just 10 days after he took the position of White House Communications Director. One day later, however, Scarah Maasai has made a surprising announcement that has left many stunned. Daily Mail reported that Scarah Maasai has been telling his friends that he is expecting to be given another role in Trump's White House. Two sources close to the situation say that Scarah Maasai would like to go back to the Export-Import Bank, and the president could grant his wish. Scarah Maasai has not left Washington, D.C. since his firing, and he was spotted on Tuesday at Trump International Hotel, a few blocks down from the White House. Earlier today, Corey Lewandowski, ex-campaign manager for Donald Trump, went on Fox and Friends to say that he expects the president to give Scarah Maasai, a major Republican bundler, a job elsewhere in the administration. "I think so," Lewandowski said. "There's a lot of jobs out there in the administration, and the communications director wasn't the right role for him, but my guess is the president will find a spot for him somewhere." Scarah Maasai was fired days after he had a meltdown on former White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, who he called a effing paranoid schizophrenic, then claimed that unlike Trump's chief strategist, he's not trying to suck my own CK. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said on Monday that this was partly why Trump fired him. "The president certainly felt that Anthony's comments were inappropriate for a person in that position," Huckabee Sanders said. She went on to say that there was a desire not to burden Trump's new White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, who had requested that Scarah Maasai be ousted. Anthony Scarah Maasai will be leaving his role as White House Communications Director, Sanders said. Mr. Scarah Maasai felt it was best to give Chief of Staff John Kelly a clean slate and the ability to build his own team. "We wish him all the best." What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Trump gives bad news to Congress after Obamacare vote. Congress has been unable to follow through on any of their promises to the American people, most notably their promise to repeal and replace Obamacare. Last week, the Senate voted down a measure that would have repealed the disastrous healthcare bill. President Trump, like the American people, has become fed up with Congress. That's why he issued them a major warning. He announced on Twitter a more proactive tactic to get Congress to repeal and replace Obamacare. And this new route will be decidedly less carrot and a whole lot more stick. Alan West pointed out that although Congress' love of pork is well documented, it is Trump's threat to end insurance company bailouts that will not go unnoticed. National Review reported, the Obama administration set in train an unholy trinity of bailouts that could pay health insurance companies $170.8 billion in the coming decade. These bailouts are intended to compensate insurers for the massive losses they incur under Obamacare. Covering people with pre-existing conditions, for example, is, as one might imagine, not the most profitable business strategy an insurer could take. But even with help from the government, many insurers are struggling with massive losses and respond by pulling out of the Obamacare exchanges altogether. If Trump ends bailouts altogether, not many insurers could survive. So it'll be interesting to see what Trump's threat to end insurance company bailouts will have, particularly with members of Congress. Are you fed up with Congress for failing to get anything done? Sound off in the comments section. Breaking: John Kelly sends huge message to Trump. This week, White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus was fired by President Donald Trump and replaced with former Secretary of Homeland Security and retired Marine General John Kelly. Now, Kelly has broken his silence to release a statement about his new job. "I have been fortunate to have served my country for more than 45 years, first as a Marine and then as the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security," Kelly wrote, according to Politico. "I am honored to be asked to serve as the Chief of Staff to the President of the United States. To the tremendous men and women of DHS, I thank you for the opportunity to serve as your Secretary," he continued. "When I left the Marines, I never thought I would find as committed, as professional, as patriotic a group of individuals. I was wrong. You accomplish great things every day defending our nation, and I know your exceptional work will continue." This came after Trump praised Kelly on Friday for his tremendous service to the Department of Homeland Security. "He has been a true star of my administration," Trump said of Kelly on Twitter. Priebus had long been accused of being one of the leaks that have plagued President Trump's White House. Just before Priebus was fired, White House Communications Director Anthony Scarah Maasai accused him of being responsible for the illegal leak of his financial disclosure form. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments